Alright guys, this is part 2 of that Savinelli pipe ladder restore. I couldn't use all of the parts. Well, I'll show you what I did. I'll just take it apart. Anyway, this is the lighter. Alright. Now you can tell that here's the old button here for the thumb for the PCO, okay? This thing is just nasty looking. Has plating coming off here on the side. I didn't want to put it back together and make it look worse, you know, after cleaning the sole. And I couldn't use the bottom plate, you know. This thing was just, let me zoom up here. You can see it's just got the silver plating coming off, and it's just disaster. Just don't even look good compared to look what I got on there now. The only difference is that this one here isn't silver plated. It's like chrome, but it's got silver plated screws in here. And this is a chrome button. Okay, this is a silver plated body. Nevertheless, it's a good little, I think it's different, okay. I think it's attractive in its own way. Let me turn it down here. Let's check the flame height out. Let's do it that way. We got plenty good flame height adjustment. Works good. Might miss a beat once in a while. Alright. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and take it apart here and let you guys see what I did to it. How it looks on the interior. You've seen what it looks like before. I'm going to turn the lights on, everybody, so the camera might get out of whack a little bit here, but alright. These Savinellis here got a little locking mechanism on them. I think I'll zoom in, I'll show you. I think you might have seen these in my previous video, but they got a little latch down in here. Let me get the one that's got a curve on it. You can see the hole how it's round in here. Got a little locking plate down in there. You can see how how the hole's off center now. Okay, and that should just pop right out of there. Here we go. Alright, there's what it looks like now. Alright, now let me zoom out. There's the one I had before in the previous video, okay? But I used the top thumb button right here. that was on this one now. Alright. Alright. Okay. Anyway. It works good. I had to rebuild the internal valves, put new hose on it here. Got everything good and timed, and everything just seemed like it's fine now. This filler valve had a leak, so I actually put a new seal, internal seal, and the old ring around the edge. On the internal valve system, I had to rebuild the stopper. I put a new stopper on it here. You got the old stoppers in it right here. Okay. Now, there's the old stopper. It had quite an indent in there, so I put another one in. Then two O-rings. And then the new pressure washer or sponge. Internals was fine as far as there was no moisture or anything. It didn't appear to be, you know, I don't know what happened to it unless somebody dropped it in water and it wouldn't work right and just doing the, you know. I basically put a Scotch-Brite on this and cleaned this all up and here's the, let me take it apart right here. Remember I was telling you about that, you know, I polished that up a little bit. It's better than it was. Alright, I took the piezo apart, pulled this top away from that, cleaned it as best I could on the inside of the piezo here. Let me get some, see if you can. Alright. And lubricated it. Now there was some corrosion you can see on these levers right here, but there ain't nothing I can do about it because that's a plating, chrome plating. See, these are chrome plated here. It's flaked off because of excess moisture in the lighter, but it still works nevertheless. So now hold on here a minute. Okay. See what I did. I turn that off. No, I had it up too high. Sometimes these things won't fire too good if they get them up too high, guys. They're blowing out too much butane, alright? Let me turn this down with my finger. Alright. Got a nice flame adjustment. Alright. Anyway, I got that fixed. I'm going to put it back up here with my other lighter. I got a Savinelli silver plated one sitting on my shelf up here on my desk. One thing, guys, if you're working on these, you really don't want to mess with is that little spring there on front of that burner. Don't mess with it. You don't have to. Alright. Push the locking mechanism back. Get the little screw. I usually do that with my titanium non-magnetic tweezers. Careful when you're snugging these screws down too. You don't want to, just want to snug it down. Don't put too much on it, alright? You don't want to strip it out in there. They make these, like on these filler valves, they make these slots bigger than your screwdriver because I actually think they're made for, I think in this case, more so for nickel. See, U.S. nickel, I think fits right in there. No, penny. Penny, I think it is. Yeah. Penny works good. I don't even snug it down that much. I just try to put mine in with my finger here, finger tight. Alright guys, there's that. Wasn't a very fun job, but nevertheless, still a beautiful lighter. So I guess we got a chrome and silver Savinelli pipe lighter. I'll stick her right up here on the shelf with the other guys. I got a Savinelli right here. I'll just put it in line there. Anyway, actually, let me bring my other Savinelli down, which you can see them. Probably some of the, in my opinion, probably some of the best piezo ignition pipe lighters out there, you know. Built very well, you know. You're talking lighters that's built 40 and 50 years ago, you know, when, you know, back in the day when manufacturing was able to put time into it. Now you see the bottom plate here. This is actually a silver plate, or an original silver bottom, because it will have, you can see it. It says Japan here, then, you know, I think I turned it around, yeah. I think it says 10 USP on it here. Alright. Now you can compare this one to the one I took off, you know, there's just no comparison. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't even want to use this. Anyway, that's it. Works like a freaking charm now, guys. Alright guys.